just about ready to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Kevin Gossman.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
And now the DH, Willie Castro. Swings and misses.
0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And a quick out, number one. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup.
Carlos Correa.
Now Correa up to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander. He makes the grab, and there are two down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming over instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back now in Toronto. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Right fielder, George Springer.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball for a strike. Next pitch misses way outside. Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch misses, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting second.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Bo Bichette.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Bichette, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Springer gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Looked like
That's
it
a
was a
ball.
little bit up. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue
Left
Jays.
fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Big-time power. That one's in there. Strike one. Man at first, one away. And a good eye there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
He's safe.
Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Runner on the go. Pitch almost got him. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One out and a runner at second. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. And ball four, two aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Vladdy needs just one hit to reach 200 for the season.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident. And there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
And a pitch. Struck him out of the front door breaking ball.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position at 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner. Slice the other way and foul. Two aboard, 2 outs. That's off the inside corner, and a count even 1-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Two on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And there's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's outside. 3 balls and a strike. Foul ball. Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swings through that one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
That one misses, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And that's down and away. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the second. Here's Byron Buxton. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swing and a foul out of play. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
Pretty much
Matt
gifted
Wallner.
a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
And the batter now, Matt Wallner. And first offering is fouled off. Gosman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Next pitch is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting 6th, third baseman.
Here's Royce Lewis.
Lewis.
That clips the corner.
0-1.
First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. Strike 2.
0-2.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
So up next for Minnesota, Ty France. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next one misses, and the count is 3-1.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
In for a strike. 3-2 now. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call
8th,
with that last
second
pitch,
baseman,
but
Brooks
neither
Lee.
happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. That's in there. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that one upstairs.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something
strike.
up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher
That's
wants.
outside.
The next offering misses. The count 2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
This to third. There's one.
He's out.
Relay to Guerrero. In time, inning-ending double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Bottom half of inning
Leading
number
off
2.
for the
Now the
Jays,
third baseman,
third
Ernie
baseman,
Clement.
Ernie Clement.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Digging in, Nathan Lucas. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer. Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. And ball one. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Lucas over at first with one away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Pablo Lopez the strikeout. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. First time up was a pop out.
Bichette.
Sliced hard but foul. Lifted in the air, right center field. Wallner makes the play, and that's the third out. One left for Toronto, but they lead at 3-0. Top half of the third inning, and now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Gosman back to work. Right through there for a strike. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Santander makes the grab, one down.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter, Willie
So the
Castro.
lineup flips over, and now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro. He popped out his first time. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Well struck right field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay in there safely.
He was all over that one. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
One down, runner at third. Correa will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Top of the zone for a called strike. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. And there's a foul ball. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. The shortstop takes the ball. In the air, right field, and that is Springer. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and it's now a 2-run game.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Struck out looking his first time. That one off the mark. Ball 1.
1-0.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and that is the inning. 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Twins 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Next offering upstairs.
2-0.
That's a little bit low. And that one wrapped foul. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So a man at first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher
Now
will
batting,
take that all day
designated
long.
hitter, Will
Not quite in the strike zone,
Wagner.
but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
At the plate, Will Wagner. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. Santander at first, one gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Ball.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. So digging in,
Now
Alejandro
batting,
Kirk
catcher,
walked his
Alejandro
first time.
Kirk.
Grounds one to short. Correa whips it across. Inning over. Blue Jays held in check, and the score stays 3-1. On to the fourth.
Leading off
Now the
for
Minnesota
Twins,
cleanup
center
hitter,
fielder,
Byron
Brian
Buxton.
Buxton.
That one's in there, and that is strike one.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the three-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on two pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive, trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a mid-homer. Very nice.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. And there's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
One out, base is empty. Inside, just missed. That's a laser base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for Minnesota, third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one.
0-1.
The Jays leading by 2, top half of inning number 4. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Guerrero makes the grab, 2 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Ty France, the next Twin up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. France, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. And a foul ball. That catches the outside corner. 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, and that is that. One left for Minnesota. Score holds, it's 3-1. Bottom of the fourth,
Leading
and now
off
for the
for
Jays,
Toronto,
Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's
the
one of the hardest things.
Third baseman,
and when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Clement in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Way high. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Reinforce.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him swinging.
Now batting, center
2 outs,
fielder,
base is empty.
Nathan
Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first offering is not close.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Slow ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. Late swing, foul to the left. Two down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. This one in the air. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Twins 1. And we're back.
Leading
we go to
off
the
for
top of the
Minnesota,
5th. Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. And downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2-2 now. Stays alive. Swing and a ball popped up. Clement puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Jeffers now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And now the lineup turns over with one away. This is Willie Castro, 1 for 2. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Slider for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ball, catch and tag.
Inside. Now 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Shortstop Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa. Fouled off down the right side. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away down.
Up next for Minnesota, left fielder Trevor Larnach.
Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
2 on, 2 outs. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Just misses there.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
First and second, 2 down. On a line, and it stays fair. 1 runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Twins 2. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's George Springer to start it off. There's the strike.
0-1.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Michael Tonkin warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Alcala warming up as well. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Santander checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Swing and a ground ball. Lewis slings it across. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Gosman back to work. Misses off the plate. 1-0. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jimmy Garcia getting ready to go. Green getting loose as well. That pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. So up next, Matt Wallner.
Right fielder,
He's 2 for 2.
Wallner.
Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Ball 1 there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That
2
one
balls,
misses.
2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Goes down looking. So 2 down now,
Up next for
and here
Minnesota,
is
third
Royce
baseman,
Lewis.
Royce Lewis.
First pitch misses. And a strike on the outside edge. Next pitch is downstairs.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2 outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gausman makes way, gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Nick Sandlin.
52.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
2 outs, runner at first. Ty France, the next Twin up to hit. There's a strike.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Top of the zone for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Into center. Jimenez on the move. He's got it. And that is that. So the Jays pen does its job nicely there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Twins 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Tonkin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in for a strike. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Danny Coulombe, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lee settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Designated hitter Will Wagner.
And now Will Wagner. He's done some damage. Launched a homer at his first at bat back in the 1st.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
That is upstairs for ball 1. And a strike to the outside corner at 95. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. He goes down looking.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking
Up
out over the
next
plate,
for
you're
the
also
Blue
going to let the ball
Jays,
travel a little bit
catcher
longer.
Alejandro
And a
Kirk.
fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Give it to him, Toronto. Show him how we play in Canada.
Kirk
Ball 1.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering way off the plate. Base hit center field. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres
And stepping in
Jimenez.
is the speedy Andres Jimenez. And that one clips the corner. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Kirk leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and it gets into the seats. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So 1 hit is all they get. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Twins 2. Well,
Leading
1-run
off for the
game.
Twins,
Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. Sandlin in his 4th year, 28 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. First pitch just misses. One down, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Now it's the DH, Willie Castro. First pitch, and he just misses. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball right side. And the Twins go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail it 3-2. Righty reliever out of the pen, Jorge Alcala.
Pretty tight game, so they're
Now
looking for
pitching for
quality
Minnesota,
pitches out of him right here.
number
Got to do his best to
66,
keep the score right where it
Jorge
is.
Alcala.
So digging in,
Leading
Ernie
off
Clement.
for Toronto, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
And there's a strike. Outside corner for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Ball 2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone. And now it's 3-2. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance
batting,
you want to
the
flush. He
center
just
fielder,
hasn't looked very
Nathan
comfortable up there.
Lucas.
Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Lucas stands in here, leaves that one off the
1-0.
inside. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Walner pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder,
Here's George Springer.
Springer.
That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's a little high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And the slider just misses.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Twins 2. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Jimmy Garcia.
These are the
Now
spots
pitching
relievers
for the Blue
really
Jays.
make a name for themselves.
Number
Late
93.
and close. There's not much
Jimmy
margin for error, but at the
Garcia.
same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well,
Leading off for the
one-run game.
Twins,
Carlos
shortstop,
Correa
Carlos
digs in
Correa.
now. The shortstop takes the ball. Action in the pen down there. Jeff Hoffman, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an
Now batting,
outfielder. Got to
left
put it
fielder,
into
Trevor
his
Meyer.
highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Larnach, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a base hit up the middle. And that puts the tying run on base.
Couple of hits in a row for him here.
Up
Just
next
kept
for
it simple.
Minnesota,
Played Pepper
center
with the
fielder,
middle of the
Brian
infield
Buxton.
and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Substitution being made at
for the
first.
Twins.
Here's the pinch runner for the Twins.
Number 12.
Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
One down, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. Fought off foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Bader dives back. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch is outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, blocked, and the runner holds. Bader leads off first with 1 away. The 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. A towering shot, and they lead it. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jimmy Garcia will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Chad Green ready to go.
Number 57. Chad Green.
One down. Matt Wallner getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And George makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting third baseman Royce Lewis.
And here is Royce Lewis. That misses, and it's 1-0.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Griffin Jacks.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Yohan Duran warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. That one not close. And the count now 2-0. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. A little bit high. And now 3-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. There's the strike of the knees.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one to first. France to second. A sensational double play.
Now batting.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. Missed inside with the curve. And that is out of play. Two outs. And that one hammered back there. Oh, he can't bring it in. And he'll pull into second safely.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
So the tying run at second. Fights it off. He'll see another. Blue Jays down a run. Right back to him on the mound. And that is the inning. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Through 8 full, it's the Twins 4 and the Blue Jays 3. And now the first baseman, Ty France.
First baseman, Ty France.
Green back to work. And it's fouled away. On the ground to third. A dive. Nice stop to first. And very nicely done for the out.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kirk hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
So up next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. 1 for 3.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
There's the strike. Headed towards the corner. Springer racing after it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. Offense held in check there. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Twins 4 and the Blue Jays 3. Yohan Duran on to try and close it out.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
On the ground right side, Lee whips it to first on the run. On the money, nice play.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal block. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Way high with that one. Ball 1. That one missed. That's a strike. Now 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
3-2 now. Nathan Lucas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The kick, the 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. Ball 4, he walked it, and that'll keep the line moving.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting,
So up next, Nathan Lucas. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swinging a foul out of play. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Bottom of the 9th. Down a run and tying run on second base. Late swing, foul to the left. So the tying run at second. Got him looking. Blue Jays have just one out left here.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with two strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And the batter now, George Springer. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins strand the tying run on base to win it.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.